In this video, I'll explain what AI phone is, what you can use it for, and demonstrate how to set up and connect your AI phone number. AI phone gives you a dedicated phone number for your property management business that can handle both voice calls and SMS. Once it's active, you can connect the number to your listings and use it as an AI receptionist for your guests and callers. The setup is guided directly within ProhostAI, so let's take a look at how it works. First, you'll go into More, and then into AI phone, and then Setup. AI phone is ProhostAI's Twilio-backed phone and SMS integration. It gives you a phone number that can be used for both incoming calls and text messages, with the number connected to your ProhostAI account and your listings. Once the number is active, you can configure how calls should be handled, including whether your team answers first, whether AI answers after a missed call, or whether AI should answer calls automatically. We'll cover those call handling options in more detail in the next video. For now, let's focus on getting the phone number set up. The first step is choosing whether you want to get a new phone number or port an existing number. If you're getting a new number, you can select the country and then search by area code or city for available numbers. So I'll just select Get a New Number, Continue, and then I'll choose the option Show Me Other Numbers. And this is where you can select the country, the city, the area code, and browse numbers here. Depending on the country and number type, you may have options such as local, mobile, or toll-free numbers. We can also select the option for a UK number or an Australian number, and you can see the options here. If you already have a business number that you want to continue using, you can choose the porting option instead. Enter the existing number in international format. You'll see the required format on the screen here. ProhostAI will then run a portability pre-check. This tells you whether the number can be ported, whether it's already associated with another Twilio account, or whether the number is already in ProhostAI and should simply be imported instead. If the number isn't portable, you'll generally need to purchase a new number instead. Depending on the number and country you've selected, you may need to complete additional compliance or regulatory requirements. For US local numbers, you'll need to complete A2P 10DLC registration. For toll-free numbers, you'll need toll-free verification. For local and mobile numbers in countries such as the UK and Australia, you'll need to provide the required regulatory information, which can include business details and identification or address documents. If you're setting up a US local number, the A2P registration has two main parts. First, you'll provide information about your business, including the legal business name, business type, EIN or registration number, registered address, website, industry, and an authorized representative. Then you'll provide information about how you'll use the number for messaging. This includes your use case, campaign description, how guests opt in to receive messages, and several examples of the messages you'll send. It's important that these details are accurate and consistent with your business records. Common reasons for rejection include a mismatch between the legal business name and EIN, an unverifiable address, or an unclear messaging use case. ProhostAI provides guidance when something is rejected, so you can correct the relevant field and resubmit it. One important thing to keep in mind is that inbound SMS can work as soon as the number is live, but outbound SMS remains blocked until the required carrier registration is approved. The next step is to choose your plan. The available plans provide different amounts of usage for voice calls and text messages. The exact pricing and allowances are displayed in the setup wizard, so you'll always see the current options when setting up your number. You can also upgrade your plan or add additional numbers later if your usage increases. The final step is to confirm your setup and complete payment through Stripe. If your account doesn't already have a billable subscription, you'll be taken through the subscription checkout before being returned to ProhostAI to complete the phone setup. Once provisioning is complete, your number will appear under AI phone. From there, you can manage the number, assign it to listings, and configure how incoming calls should be handled. There are a few limitations worth being aware of. First, the capabilities of a number can depend on the number type. Toll-free and mobile numbers support voice and text, while some local numbers have regional restrictions. Second, porting an existing number takes considerably longer than purchasing a new number. Porting is controlled by the carriers and can take around 1 to 3 weeks. Third, regulated countries may require approval before you can purchase certain local or mobile numbers. This approval can typically take around 1 to 3 days. And finally, SMS is subject to carrier volume limits, so larger messaging volumes may be restricted depending on the carrier and number type. Now for some troubleshooting tips. If you search for a number and see no numbers found, try a nearby larger city, a different area code, or a toll-free number. If the portability check says the number isn't portable, you'll need to use a different number. If the number is already associated with another Twilio account, the current account holder needs to authorize the transfer. If your regulatory, A2P, or toll-free verification application is rejected, you'll need to check the specific field ProhostAI has flagged and correct the information before resubmitting. And if payment succeeds but the number isn't provisioned, don't purchase the number again. The setup can be safely retried, and the ProhostAI team can reconcile the payment and provisioning if necessary. And that's the setup process for AI Phone. Once your number is active, the next step is configuring what happens when someone calls it. You can choose whether your team answers first, whether AI takes over after a missed call, whether AI handles calls outside of business hours, or whether AI answers every call. In the next video, I'll explain each of those AI receptionist modes and show you how ProhostAI decides whether the AI or your team should answer a call.